The other day I was walking down the street and there were some people in these Star Trek costumes, and they were preaching racist vitriol with great hatred. And they happened to be African Americans, and they called themselves the Black Hebrew Israelites. Well, friend, let me tell you something. As I was walking along, I was thinking, it was almost like the Lord put me in Dachau. And there was Hitler, and there was Goebbels, and there was Himmler, and there was Goering. And it was like they were all confused. Wait a minute, we've got the wrong people in this death camp. According to the Black Hebrew Israelites, we should have black people exclusively in here. And Goering, you should have sent your Messerschmitt fighter bombers to the Congo. And Himmler, you should tell these people to leave and go down to Africa. And also, as far as the nation of Israel is concerned, these people that are trying to get to Palestine, they should all be black people, right? Friend, go back to Genesis chapter 28, verse 4, and look at what the Bible actually says. Here, I just opened the Orthodox Jewish Bible. And what does it say? And give thee the Birkat Abraham to thee and to thy Zerah with thee, that thou mayest inherit the Eretz, wherein thou art a Ger, which Elohim gave unto Abraham. Now, this is talking about the seed that's going to get the land of Israel. And you have to remember that everything is going on there in what is today modern Iraq. And if you look at Saddam Hussein or any of the other people from Iraq, when you go back, they may not be as white as I am, but they're not Africans. This is Ur of the Chaldees. This is Pandanaram. This is Syria, a Syrian, a wandering Aramaean, a nomad. Sure, he had dark complexion, but don't turn this into a racial theory. And remember, God raised up one nation, not because he loved that nation more than any other nation, but because through that nation he was going to reach all the other nations through the Messiah and through the 144,000 in the end times from those 12 tribes. You can't mess up the Bible. Salvation is of the Jews. Don't rewrite the Bible. Don't come up with some crazy thing. I know people that are real proud to be Italians. Oh man, I even had a minister one time. He actually stood up in a minister's meeting and told everybody he was an Italian. Like we were supposed to all stand up and applaud because that this was such a great thing. Well, the Italians were the ones that crucified the Messiah. And they're sinners, big time sinners. Look at Pontius Pilate. So let's remember Caligula and Nero and all those other terrible Italians. Don't give me your ethnocentric view, friend. Give me the Bible. I want to hear the Bible. Salvation is of God, but he used the Jews. And if you look at Bereshit or Genesis chapter 25, verse 20, it says, and Yitzhak was 40 years when he took Rivkah as his wife. And it talks about where she's from Pandanaram. The nation was assembled back there in Mesopotamia. Abraham kept sending his sons back there to get their wives. That's where Rivkah came from. That's where Rebecca came, and she had those two nations in her womb. And the elect nation, Yaakov, where did he get his wives? From that area, from Syria, from Mesopotamia, from the Babylonian area where the city of Ur is located. And look at Genesis chapter 24, verse 7. It says, Hashem Elokei Hashemayim, which took me from Beis Avi, and from the Eretz of my Moledet, and which spoke unto me, and that swore unto me, saying, unto thy zerah will I give